So here we have the Vauxhall Zafira SRI automatic on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well. Currently we have 5 seats in place. Let me show what it's like as a 7-seater. And there you go, we now have 7 seats in place. So you still get a decent amount of boot space even as a 7-seater. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. In the middle, you can see the total miles of this car are 18,114, and we have various different bits of trip computer information available, including a digital readout for the speedometer, but you can change that information by using controls on the indicator stalk, should you wish to. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side we have cruise control, and on the right-hand side we have stereo and phone controls. Of course, the phone controls can only be used once the phone is paired, and that is done over in the centre here by hitting the phone button and then following the instructions on screen from there. When it comes to music in this car, you can see we have FM radio, we have DAB and AM available as well. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do that via the CD player, or you can plug in an auxiliary or USB device as well, should you wish to. And all of those are accessed from here. You can see the CD player at the bottom of the unit. Below that, we've got the air conditioning. So we can set the temperature, cold, around to hot over here. Fan speed on this side, and then determine where you'd like the air to be distributed within the car. When you're happy with those settings, that button will turn the air conditioning on, and of course, back off again as well. Underneath this section, we've got this cubby hole. Got a little open out bit just above that, which has got a 12-volt charging socket, auxiliary input and USB input that I mentioned previously. We then have the fully automatic gearbox. And then at the bottom here, we can turn off the traction control from this button. And this one turns on or off the parking sensors for the car. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.